Welcome, everybody. How's it going? I, of course, am Dr. Delay, bringing you coverage of Game 2 of the series between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Milwaukee Brewers. The Pirates held the lead yesterday and actually won the game 4-3, snapping again, kind of a rough stretch for the Pirates. Of course, you can still kind of consider them in a slump, but we'll see how they do against the Brewers today. Again, it's going to be a tough matchup for the Pirates, as the Brewers have a quality pitcher on the mound. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Hopefully all is well with you guys today. Here is the pitching matchup for today's matchup. Jared Jones on the mound for the Pirates, 3.81 ERA, 58 strikeouts and 52 innings pitched. Has not been too bad. Better as of late. Last 7 starts for Jones, 2.60 ERA. Whip of a .72. For Logan Henderson, a 2.66 ERA, .91 whip, 54 strikeouts and 44 innings pitched. He, again, has been very good. He's actually been better as of late. Last 7 starts, a 2.25 ERA. Again, a guy that's he's just been really good. We'll see how the Pirates look against him today. We can just, again, hope that the Pirates can get bat to ball. Again, the offense still kind of in a little bit of a slump. I know that, of course, they won yesterday, but, again, not really putting up the runs like we're used to seeing. A brief look at the head-to-head. And the Pirates, again, still, despite their slump at the plate, 582 runs, that is still the second most runs in all of baseball. So despite all their struggles, still, that's just how dominant they've been at the plate. They still have the second most runs. Again, we know the offense really hasn't been the problem. It has been the pitching and, of course, the defense, which it's really hard to hate on the defense when those are the guys that are putting up the runs. And, of course, the Brewers with the second best ERA in all of baseball. Just a really good, really solid team. Look at the wild card. The Pirates 3.5 back from the Phillies. The Phillies did win yesterday. Same thing with the Diamondbacks. So just a unfortunate day as far as other results. But, of course, again, you can't really be upset with a Pirates win. First game after the deadline was a win. That's always good. And, of course, that featured none of the pitchers we acquired yesterday. So we'll start seeing them from this point on. Should be pretty exciting. But we'll see how they look in the black and gold. Look at the NL as a whole. Again, the Pirates still third in the NL Central. Probably not going to get any higher. Hopefully they don't go any lower. But, yeah, 57 and 57. The Brewers, of course, best record in all of baseball, 69 and 43. Really, really solid team. A brief look at the American League standings. So there you go if you're interested in what's happening in the other league. Starting lineup for your Pittsburgh Pirates. It will be Jake Mangum to lead things off for the Pirates. He'll be followed by Brandon Lau, who was DHing today. Brian Reynolds in left, Asmerlin Valdez in right. Spencer Horwitz at first. Nick Gonzalez is at second. Endy Rodriguez at catcher. Jacob Gonzalez at short. And then we have Jared Triolo at third. So there you go. Again, we've talked about how Nick Gonzalez is not the best third baseman. Again, his natural position, second base and shortstop in the middle infield. So that's where they're putting him. And we'll see how he looks. I expect him to look pretty good up there. Again, that won't be a normal thing because whenever Cruz gets back, you're going to have to DH Reynolds, Cruz, or whoever, or Horwitz. So, again, going to be kind of a interesting dilemma there. Of course, it's not a bad problem to have too many good bats. But, again, the Pirates still without some starters. Again, no more O'Hearn. He's pretty much done for the rest of the year. Again, could come back at the end of September. We'll see. And, of course, again, Cruz still out. Hopefully back next week. We shall see. And then Connor Griffin probably not coming back till September, the middle of September. So, and the Pirates still beat up. Still hanging in there, though. Still a 500 team. So, yeah, again, Logan Henderson, the pitcher for the Brewers, 2.66 ERA. Again, has been really good this year in his 9 starts. So we'll see what he does against the Pirates. He sets, he kicks, he fires. That's a fastball upstairs. Ball 1 run away in Milwaukee. Game 2 of the series. The Pirates, again, all they need is one more win against the Brewers, and they'll take the season series against the Brewers, which is pretty shocking considering there's still plenty of games left. Here's the 1-0 to Mangum. That's upstairs 2-0. Mangum batting .302, OPS of .729, 3 homers and 24 RBIs on the season. Thank you again for the sub. Appreciate it. We are 38 away from 10,600. More on that in a moment. Here's the 2-0 to Mangum. That's off the plate. 3-0. How's it going, Alex, Jared, Michael? Appreciate you guys for hanging out. Christopher as well. Russell, good to see you. Jed, Orville. Let's see who else. Ricky, good to see you as well. Let's see here. Again, thank you, Jed. Miss Donna, appreciate it. David, Doctor, how's it going? Another Doctor. Here's the pitch. That's upstairs. Ball 4. So Mangum draws a rare walk. He will trot down to first. That'll bring up the DH, Brandon Lau, batting .254, OPS of .805, 23 homers, 71 RBIs. Clint, how's it going? The game has just now started. Clint, Brian, appreciate you, man. Let's see who else we got here. Jay, let's go. Appreciate your hanging out. As always, again, thank you guys for your support of the channel. Ridlin, appreciate you. Confusing. This guy, confusing, saying that I'm a woman. That's in there, 0-1. Not that type of channel. Not that type of channel there, confusing. 0-1 count to Brandon Lau. Again, runner on first, nobody out. Henderson sets and delivers. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. That was looked like an off-speed pitch below the zone. Yes, Anthony, it seems to be his kitten passed, so prayers for Anthony. Let's go on, Jeff. Welcome on in. Good to see you. Thank you for hanging out. Benny, appreciate you for hanging out. Yes. Morale should be good. Again, they showed faith in the Pirates by not selling. Here's the pitch as Lau fouls this back, and it's still 0-2. Got a haircut, I did. David, appreciate you. Yeah, we'll see again how the season goes. Let's see, Station, appreciate you, man. What channel? It's on MLB TV for me. Cody, how's it going? Welcome on in. 0-2 counts. Henderson readies. Kicks and delivers. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. So Lau goes away. That'll bring up Brian Reynolds, who had 2 hits yesterday. Batting .270, OPS of .832, 15 homers, 63 RBIs on the season. Yeah, I didn't really like the haircut myself, but, you know, it's short. I look terrible with long hair, so it just gets messy so quickly. Mangum with the kind of a small lead at first, and a pickoff attempt. Looks like they're going to keep an eye on him. He had a feeling about it. Norman, welcome on in. Hello, good people. MLB big inning. Yeah, I've heard about it. I don't really know much about it. Lamar, welcome on in. Let's go Pirates. The pitch right down the middle, 0-1. 93 on the fastball. Ryan Reynolds apparently in his career at American Family Field. .333 batting average. Pretty impressive. 0-1 to B-Ray. Henderson sets and delivers. That's a chopper to second. Terang throws to second for 1. Throws to first. Not in time. Reynolds is safe. Gets on via the fielder's choice. But Mangum is out. So 2 outs for the Pirates, as that'll bring up Esmelin Valdez, batting .260, OPS of .998. 14 homers, 38 RBIs. You got a fresh fade, Doc? No more fro. Good stuff, Jared. Good stuff. Your head was just swelled from beating the Brewers. Yeah, I got big-headed for sure. 100%. The pitch. Breaking ball in there on the outside corner. 0-1. 2 out for the fro, yep. 0-1 count. Henderson readies, rocks, and fires. Swing and a miss. Strike 2, 93 on the fastball. Henderson's fastball not exactly like, you know, like Bubba Chandler or Jared Jones, but again, it doesn't really matter if you can locate your pitches well and mix things up. 0-2 counts. Henderson sets and delivers off the plates. 1-2, 93 again on the fastball. At least you still have hair to cut. Yeah, that is true. For now, I'm worried about it. Though I did think I'd be bald at this point, so I guess I should be pretty happy. The 1-2, that's downstairs. 2-2. The stress really. Oh my goodness. Just been a stressed out person, stressed out guy for forever. Going back to like middle school, I don't know why. I just always have been stressed out. Anyway, 2-2, the pitch. Swing and a miss. Kind of a swing there. I don't really know what happened there with Valdez. Kind of awkward looking. We go to the bottom of the first, 0-0 in Milwaukee. All right, here's the starting lineup for the Brewers. It will be Bryce Terang at second, Jackson Chourio in left, Jake Bowers at first, William Contreras is catching, Garrett Mitchell in center, Luis Lara in right, Christian Yelich is DHing, Cooper Pratt at short, and David Hamilton at third base. Professor David Hamilton. If you know, you know. If you don't, well, not a shock. Let's go, Dave. Welcome on in. Yes, so with the win tonight, we would take the season series. Would be pretty cool. We shall see how it goes. Let's go in Feats. Welcome on in. Jay as well. Thank you for hanging out. BB, let's go Bucks. Preseason football cut, yeah. In a few weeks, I'll be calling again the local high school games. So we shall see. You know, that'll be fun. Valdez has been walking, but I really don't remember his last actual hit. It is, I don't know, I feel like it has been a while. Did he not get a hit yesterday? He walked 3 times. Walked in Cincinnati. Walked. Oh my gosh, yeah, no kidding. Looks like it was the first game of the Cincinnati series. He had a double. All right. Again, thank you guys for hanging out. All 4 quarterbacks make it now. I know McCarthy opened that up, but no, that would not be a wise decision. All right, we are back in Milwaukee. Again, 0-0 your score. Jared Jones on the mound for the Pirates again. Has pitched much better as of late. We'll see if he can continue that again against a team that can also hit very well. But a 2.60 ERA in his last 7 starts. Again, as a whole, not as good, but, you know, again, those numbers are coming down. 3.81 ERA. All right, Jones readies, kicks, and delivers. That is on the outside corner for a called strike. 0-1. 97 on the fastball. Kind of used to seeing that fastball at 100, to be honest with you. We shall see if that will rise up. Here is the 0-1. Fastball inside, just misses 1-1. Tracy, how's it going? Bill, appreciate you. Hello there. And thank you for the 10 joules. Appreciate it. Dummies in the chat for Bill. 1-1 to Terang. He sets and fires. That's inside 2-1. All fastballs out of the gate for Jared Jones. The 2-1 breaking ball on the outside corner, 2-2. Good pitch, 89 on the slider. Jones ready, begins his windup. The pitch, that's fouled back. 2-2. Andy Rodriguez behind the plate for the Pirates. Davis again, honestly, a pretty solid game yesterday behind the plates. Good stuff. And, of course, actually won the game on a challenge. Can you believe that? The 2-2. Checked his swing. Breaking ball down and in. He did not go. 3-2. There's another series. Yep, 13 games. That is the new scheduling format. 13 games against everybody. The 3-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Down goes Terang. Again, a quality order tonight for the Brewers, though there's no Andrew Vaughn. But that'll bring up Jackson Chourio. He's batting .274, OPS of .787, 13 homers, 42 RBIs. And think about it, Alex, they actually played a lot more than 13 times. The pitch, and that's in there, 0-1. Rodriguez did not make the catch, but it was still granted a strike. It's going Zombie. Go Pirates. It's going Crash. I know, Crash. It's really exciting. We'll get these guys for another, well, Weaver for another year. Then the other guys, well, I think Yates, I don't remember the contract on Yates, as that's down and away 1-1. But Backer, I think he'll be, he's under club control for, I think, another 3 years. 1-1 to Churio. He sets and delivers. That's hit to second. That'll be past Gonzalez for a base hit. First base hit of the ball game for either side is Jackson Churio. So runner on first, one out. That'll bring up Jake Bowers. Again, a powerful bat this season with 20 home runs, 64 RBIs. Batting .270 with an OPS of 878. Got my ears lowered again. Casey, appreciate you for hanging out. Jones sets. The pitch. That's a grounder to second. Possible double play. There's 1-2. Throws to first. Safe. Mitchell. Or pardon me, that was not Bowers. I thought it was Mitchell. So apparently, I wrote down the incorrect stuff. They switched something up before the game. Wow, I believe he ran it out. So that was Mitchell, not Bowers. So I apologize. I believe he ran that out. So let me go ahead. What did I write? What did I have? I apologize. All right, well, that's the wrong order. They may have switched it up on me, or I just wasn't paying attention. So that's my bad. That'll bring up William Contreras. The pitch. Breaking ball at the knees, 0-1. So Mitchell is at first with 2 outs. You want to run it out. Contreras batting .278, OPS of 722, 10 homers, 57 RBIs. 0-1 to Contreras. Breaking ball in there. Not called a strike. He's going to challenge, going to win this. And it's going to be 0-2. Good challenge by Rodriguez. It'll be 0-2. Rashee Rice going to be back on week 1. Oh, my goodness, for now. Until he does something else that's dumb. 0-2 to Contreras as he sends this to center field. On the run is Mangum, who makes the running catch for out number 3. Nice run by Mangum. We go to the top of the second, 0-0 in Milwaukee. All right, due up for the Pirates will be Spencer Horwitz, Nick Gonzalez, and Andy Rodriguez. Going Jordy, welcome on in. Again, DJ, appreciate you for hanging out. Burley, thank you again. Everyone like and sub, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah, I don't know, Orville. Again, you've turned me into an anti-Chiefs guy so bad. Like, I did not like the Chiefs before. It is, oh my gosh. I will actually probably show bias now during the broadcast. I'm not even a Broncos guy. I don't care for the Broncos. I think they're very much overrated, but, oh man, I'll be pulling for them week 1. All right, the Orioles leading 2-0 over the Angels. The Mets 5, Indians 1, A's 3, Reds nothing. Phillies 4, Nationals 0. Yankees leading 1-0 over the Cardinals. Braves leading 1-0 over the Marlins. Red Sox leading 6-0 over the White Sox. And the Twins and the Royals 0-0. All right. Let's keep again. I don't think so, Jay. I don't think they will. Thank you again for the sub. Appreciate it. We are 37 subs away from 10,600. Trying to get to that by Thursday nights. That is the goal. So I appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys for hanging out. Let's go, Pirates. Appreciate you again, Miss Donna, for hanging out. Ahern comes back for the playoffs. He could. I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. All right. The pitch. That's in there, 0-1. Spencer Horwitz batting .276, OPS of 829, 10 homers, 36 RBIs on the season. Had a 3 RBI double yesterday. And that, of course, was the difference in the game. 0-1 counts. The pitch. And that's foul back 0-2. It is free. It is free to subscribe. Yep. DJ and Orville playing the victim. It's interesting. Again, they're complaining. It's like, you know, they go and punch people in the face, bringing up about the Chiefs, and then, of course, whenever they fight back, you know, then it's like, oh, now you're playing the victim. See? Chiefs fans, victims, folks. Evidence, look at Dr. Lay's chat the last 6 months. 0-2 counts. The pitch to Horwitz. That's downstairs 1-2. To the left-handed hitting Horwitz. And thank you, Richard. Thank you very much. 1-2 count to Horwitz. Henderson readies. Roxanne fires as Horwitz sends this to right field. Lara just shy of the track makes the catch for out number 1. That'll bring up Nick Gonzalez. He's batting .309, OPS of 703, 6 homers, 50 RBIs. And, of course, has had his struggles at third. They're going to give him a spot at second tonight with Lau as the DH. Love MLB. Appreciate you, Sista. Thank you for hanging out. Fight back? No, we're good. Again, we'll just see how the season goes. A lot of yapping for a team that went 7-10 last year. Sound like the Browns. Here's the pitch as that's fouled back 0-1. Chiefs and Browns fans can't tell the difference. Can't tell the difference at this point. Worst victims are Packer fans? I disagree. I'm not too sure. No, Packer fans to me have been great, to be honest with you. I don't really encounter many bad Packer fans at all. Here's the 0-1. That's high and in, 1-1. I'm not just sucking up to Milwaukee here. I'm being genuine. I think Packer fans have been pretty good to me in the channel. 1-1 Gonzalez. 1 out, nobody on. Henderson sets, kicks, and delivers. Checked his swing. Appealed down to first. He went 1-2. I don't know about that, but I guess we'll see. How's it going, Renee? Welcome on in. Again, appreciate you, Jose. Thank you very much. Yes, hit that like button, folks. Here's the 1-2. That's a grounder to short. Pratt gathers and throws to first. Speedy is out. 2 away in the top of the second for Endy Rodriguez. He's batting .266, OPS of 812, 5 homers, 17 RBIs. No, I guess so, Dave. I don't know. Again, I live in Texas, so I'm surrounded by Cowboy fans, so just keep that in mind. It is something else down here. Henderson sets and fires. That's right down the middle, 0-1. 94 in the fastball to Endy. Again, played first base yesterday. Was 3 for 4. Had a nice game. 0-1 to Endy Rodriguez. Henderson readies, kicks, and delivers. That's off the plate to 1-1. So there was DFA'd. Yeah, I saw that as well. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I probably would be better than Ozuna. 1-1 to Rodriguez. Downstairs 2-1. Again, I just don't know because I feel like, pardon me, I feel like Ozuna's going to get released for Cruz. That's my guts. Maybe not. Cruz comes back. It'll probably be Garcia that goes down, but I don't know. 2-1 to Rodriguez. That's popped up. Contreras doesn't see it. It's going to go out of play 2-2. It's going Chris. What bum is pitching for the Brewers? This guy. It's Logan Henderson. He has a 2 ERA. It's going Pat. Welcome on in. Yep, fresh cut. Again, I'm not really a fan of it, but, you know, it's shorter. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Henderson looking really good. We go to the bottom of the second, 0-0 in Milwaukee. And I really couldn't tell you who's up to the plate because apparently I have a incorrect order. If I had to guess, gun to the head, it's going to be Bowers, Lara, and Yelich. That is my guess. I genuinely have no idea. So let's catch up on the chats. Let's see here. I'm seeing a lot of Kansas City CTE. Appreciate you, Fish. Thank you very much. You like Burrow or Jackson? I mean, They both have their pros and cons. I mean, I respect them, though. I know they're good. But, you know. Can you really trust them when it matters, though? And can you trust Burrow to stay healthy without complaining? I don't know. Whining about retirement. I just know, again, I get sick and tired of Burrow gets so many excuses thrown his way. It's all because he beat the Chiefs one year. So that's why, again, Orville and, you know, DJ, they're going to be, oh, Burrow, he's so good, blah, 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 blah. The guy has done nothing. They've actually been the 9-8 team. Everyone makes fun of the Steelers for it. But, you know, if you actually know ball, which, you know, unfortunately not many people do, especially if you're, you know, cheering for the red and yellow, you would know that. But anywho, yeah, again, just he doesn't stay healthy. All he does is, you know, complain about thinking about retirement. He wants his guys to be signed all the time, you know, like keep all his weapons, of course, not realizing that it impacts the other side of the ball. Like, oh, he has no defense. Well, why doesn't he? Well, it's because they put all their money on the offense. Like, it's just common sense. Anyway. All right, so Jones is on the mound for the Pirates. Not too sure, again, who's at the plate. This is Yelich. So that's going to be foul back 0-1. So a completely different lineup than what I have. Not completely, but definitely different. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yelich is 5. He's batting .234, OPS of .695, 7 homers, 37 RBIs. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 0-2 to Christian Yelich. Let's hear, listen to Doc and root for the Pirates. Appreciate you, Lay. Thank you very much. Let's go, Bucks. Here's the 0-2 to Yelich. That's fouled back. Bowers was a scratch. Okay, appreciate you, Jake. All right, that was a late scratch. Maybe not too late, but I checked it as of an hour ago. So that's in the dirt to 1-2. And thank you, Jake. Thank you for hanging out. 1-2 to Yelich. And Charrington in attendance tonight as he sends this to left field. That is slicing foul. It's 1-2. Sooner they're going to have to beat the Chiefs. I mean, didn't they lose 10 times last year? Thank you again for the subs. Appreciate it. Clearly wasn't that hard last year. Here's the 1-2 to Yelich. Breaking ball just misses. 2-2 to Christian Yelich. You think's going to win? It could go either way. Could go either way. I think the Brewers were favored. 2-2. Jones readies, rocks, and fires. That's a tapper. Jones hustling down the line is able to grab it and flip it to Horwitz. Nice play. Yelich, though, is going to be out the entire way. That was pretty nice. Nice little nifty play there by Jared Jones. 1 out. Reached out of the zone, made contact. Yelich, I don't know. If he kind of sprinted, I know this won't make Brewer fans happy. I know they've been really displeased with Yelich, but if he runs that out, there's a chance he gets on. There's a chance. All right, so that'll bring up Andrew Vaughn. So that is a name that is familiar. He played yesterday, so I'm assuming he took Bauer's spot. He's batting .299 on the year. Here's the pitch, and that's high and in, ball 1. Let's see, let's see, he has 4 homers and 30 RBIs on the year. 29 RBIs, pardon me. OPS of .858 as that misses upstairs. Ball 2. So 2-0 to Andrew Vaughn. Jones sets and fires. Breaking ball at the knees. 2-1, 89 on the slider. Let's go, Keisha. Welcome on in. Back road. Appreciate you for hanging out. Sorry, I've been catching up. See who's playing first. That's downstairs. All right, I think we're good, but we'll see. Apparently the Pirates have scored a run. It was a Jacob Gonzalez home run. Again, apologies. I know that doesn't speak well of me, but we are going to work on that. I'll definitely spend a few hours on that tonight. But the Pirates still lead 1-0. I know it's pretty unenthusiastic or whatever. But yeah, hoist a cone. The Pirates lead 1-0 thanks to a Jacob Gonzalez home run. And Jared Trilla just grounded out. So that'll bring up Jake Mangum, who walked in his first appearance. That's going to be just outside ball one. Again, apologies. I know that happened yesterday, so I don't know what it is with the Pirates-Brewers series. But all of a sudden, apparently the computer just doesn't want to work. Because the internet is fine. The internet is okay. That's what's weird. Here's the 1-0 to Mangum, who sends this to left center field, backing up at the track, and Mitchell makes the catch for out number 2. And that's not good, of course, because definitely need this to work for football season. All right, that'll bring up Brandon Lyles, 0 for 1 on the night. Yeah, sorry about that. Again, Anthony, I'm very sorry. Hopefully you'll be all right. Again, prayers for Anthony, folks. Anderson readies and delivers. That's off the plate, ball 1. And Lau DHing tonight, giving Gonzalez a chance to kind of get his confidence back in the field. 1-0. Henderson sets, kicks, and delivers. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Yeah, I understand, AJ. Trust me, I know the last 2 days, today and yesterday, have been bad. I will do what I can to figure it out. 1-1 counts. Henderson sets. Kicks and delivers. That's hit right to short. Oh, but it gets past him. Pratt had it. But he took, I don't know what happened there, but Pratt could not make the play. It was kind of scorched right to him, but I don't know. It just seemed like he was misplayed the hop. I don't know. It was right in front of him. Wow, that's kind of awkward. But Lau with the single. 2-out single for the Pirates. That'll bring up Brian Reynolds, 0 for 1 on the night. Well, the hate for KC took up your RAM again. It's literally you guys bring up the Chiefs. Here's the pitch, and that's in there 0-1. They're so irrelevant, I don't even talk about them at all. But yeah, again, I think it might be the memory. Got to look at that. Reynolds getting 0 for 1 on the day. Got on via fielder's choice. Henderson readies, kicks, and delivers off the plate. It's ball 1. Thank you again, AJ, for the jewels. One counts. The pitch. That's a grounder. To second. Terang with it. Throws to first for outs number 3. Inning is over, but Jacob Gonzalez with a solo shot home run to start off the top of the third. Pirates leading 1-0. And that was Gonzalez's 5th home run of the season. All right, due up for the Brewers. Actually, I don't even know, to be honest with you, because I don't know how that last inning went. I was looking at the computer, trying to figure it out the entire time. So apologies on that. We'll get it back straight in a moment. So again, thank you guys. Again, sorry about all that. I don't know. But that is weird. Again, both series against the Brewers, that's when everything's kind of messing up. But I will, again, later tonight, I will try to clear up some of the stuff. Let's check out scores since we didn't get to do that yet, or at least in the second inning. All right, the Orioles leading 2-0 over the Angels. Phillies leading 4-0 over the Nationals. Mets leading 5-2 over the Indians. A's and Reds 3-3 in the bottom of the 6th. Yankees 2, Cardinals nothing. The Braves 1, Marlins nothing. Red Sox 6, White Sox nothing. The Royals leading 2-0 over the Twins. Dodgers, Cubs 0-0. Giants and the Rangers 0-0. The Blue Jays and the Astros 0-0. All right. This guy. That's Ron Gonzalez. Need the other one to get a homer. Oh, you need Nick Gonzalez. Yeah. Jacob with a lot more power. A lot more power than Nick. But, of course, Nick gets on base. So there's that. Yeah, I hear you. Again, thank you, guys. I know we picked up a few subs there. Again, I'm sorry about all that. Mighty Mouse homer. It was not Mighty Mouse. It was Jacob, unless you're talking about Jacob Gonzalez. Gotta delete some stuff. Yeah, I think so. I think I might have to start trimming or getting rid of some of the old thumbnails. I kept everything, and that might be part of the issue. I have to get rid of some stuff, which will kind of be sad. Here's the pitch. That's in the dirt. Ball 1. Back underway. It's going to be Bryce Terang leading off. He's 0 for 1 on the day. So I'm assuming Pratt was 8 and Hamilton was 9, but I could be wrong. 1-0 to Terang, and that's in there 1-1. 96 on the fastball. Jacob Gonzalez. There we go. 1-1 to Terang. That's sent out to left, and Reynolds will come in and make the catch for round number 1. Jones, by the way, at 42 pitches here with 1 out in the 3rd, and that'll bring up Jackson Chourio 1 for 1 on the day. Jones readies as he begins the windup. The pitch, and that's inside ball 1. 89 on the slider. Yeah, I guess that's what I'll be doing tonight, just clearing up a bunch of stuff. 1-0 to Chourio, swing and a miss. Strike 1. Chourio took an issue with some pitches by Chandler yesterday. That was kind of odd. The 1-1, that's going to be sent out to right center field. Valdez back at the track. That ball is gone. Chourio ties it up here in the 3rd. Solo shot home run. Chourio's 14th of the season. 1-1 here in Milwaukee. Chourio tying it up, and that'll bring up Garrett Mitchell, who got on via fielder's choice in his last appearance. The pitch, and that's right down the middle, 0-1, 98 on the fastball. 1-1 count to Mitchell. If you're just tuning in, 1-1. Home run by Jacob Gonzalez in the top of the 3rd. Home run by Jackson Chourio here in the bottom of the 3rd. Checked his swing. Did not go. 1-1, 89 on the slider. One and one, the pitch. That's a slider inside. 2-1 to Garrett Mitchell. He kicks, he delivers. That's fouled back. 2-2, 97 on the fastball. Again, thank you guys for hanging out. Yeah, I'm sorry about all the issues there. Hopefully we are good to go. Jones not liking the signs. He will set anyway as he rocks and fires. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Cats Mitchell, that's his 3rd strikeout of the day, I think. Could be his 4th. Again, I did miss a little bit of the bottom of the 2nd due to technical difficulties. So that'll bring up William Contreras 0 for 1 on the night. He sets, he rocks, he fires. Swing and a miss, strike one. Jones at 51 pitches. Again, one of the few problems, of course, with Jones, not really, again, is it him? Is it the organization? Most likely the organization. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss, strike two. 89 on the slider as he was way out in front of it. But they don't let him pitch long. Usually it's, 4 or 5 innings, and that is it. The 0-2, that's a ground ball. That squeezes through in between Triolo and Gonzalez for a base hit. So a 2-out single for William Contreras, his first hit of the day. That'll bring up Christian Yelich 0 for 1. Jones readies, kicks, and delivers. That's sliced foul. 0-1, 97 on the fastball. Tell me what you have, I'll take it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember if they play each other. Chiefs, I don't think they do. No, they don't play each other. The Steelers play the AFC South. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss, strike two. Yeah, they play the NFC South, the AFC South, and then the other game is Philadelphia. And then the non-AFC, or the non-opponents, I think is, what is it? New England and Denver. That's a grounder to second. Gonzalez with it, rifles it to first for out number 3. The inning is over. All right, well, the Brewers do tie it up in the third with a solo shot home run by Chourio. It's 14th home run of the season. We go to the top of the fourth. It is 1-1 in Pittsburgh. Due up for the Pirates will be Valdez, Horwitz, and Gonzalez. Doing the Hall of Fame game? Yes, I am. I am doing that. Can't spoil Docs TV's head. Oh, get wrecked. Again, that's also another thing that I'm thinking about, because I did change something as well, though I thought I changed it for Cincinnati series. And I don't think we had issues. And if we did, let me know. I didn't notice it or see it in the chat, but I changed the latency, which, of course, I didn't know I had control of. That's pretty cool. But I have it to where it's going out a little bit faster. So I wonder if that's part of the problem. But again, now I'm not seeing it. We did clear up the space. I think we're good. So I'm thinking that's more of the issue. So I don't know. I do not know. How's it going, Flat Earth? How's it going, Seema? Welcome on in. I'm sorry, Flat Earth. I know. I know you're not a fan of Yelich. What do you think about the Steelers this year? I think they'll be fine. I think they'll do well. Appreciate you, Mads. Yeah, I don't know. I think we'll be fine. Pretty excited about the new Steeler era. Folks, make sure again to leave a like. Make sure to sub to the channel. It is free. We should be good the rest of the way. Hopefully, again, I don't foresee any issues. But again, I will dedicate a lot of time tonight to clear out some space to ensure that doesn't happen. All right, Valdez is 0 for 1 on the day. Struck out in his last appearance. Looking to get on base. Ideally via a hit, but he'll take a walk. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike one. 83 on the changeup. And thank you, Russell. Thank you for the $5 super chats. I appreciate it. W's in the chat for Russell. There's the 0-1 of Valdez. That's upstairs. 1-1. 94 on the fastball. Rogers' interview with McAfee. I saw a little bit of it. I didn't finish it, but it was neat. It's definitely good to see, to be honest with you. 1-1 to Valdez. That's inside. Contreras is going to challenge. He may have a case here. That was close. Maybe it catches it. It's going to be close if it did. It did catch it barely. It'll be 1-2 to Esmeralyn Valdez. George Lombard Jr. homers on his second MLB at-bat. He's 21 years old. Oh, wow. Let's go, Bucks. Dr. How's it going, Brian? 1-2 to Valdez. That's down and away. 2-2. 83 on the changeup. Henderson, by the way, at 43 pitches. So pretty efficient thus far. Two and two. The pitch. And that's away. 3-2. 94 on the fastball. Trying to speed it up on him, but was definitely outside. 3-2 to Esmeralyn Valdez. Henderson readies. Kicks and delivers. Swing and a miss. Tied him up. He struck him out. That'll bring up Spencer Horwitz 0 for 1 today. Of course, again, had a 3 RBI double yesterday, which was definitely clutch. Henderson sets. Rocks and fires. That's a fastball in there, 0-1. 94 right down the middle. Yes, I'm a football channel, believe it or not. Thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. Thank you for the other sub. Thank you very much. 29 subs away from 10,600. 0-1 to Horwitz. Henderson readies and delivers as that's popped up. Shallow center. Looks like Pratt, the shortstop, is under and makes the catch. That is out number 2. That'll bring up Speedy Gonzalez 0 for 1 on the night. That's my bread and butter. Yep. I will be here. Henderson readies. Kicks and delivers. That's upstairs. Ball 1. I don't even know what you're referring to. Confusing, but you're good. Again, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. 28 away. 1-0 to Speedy Gonzalez. Nobody on, 2 outs in the top of the 4th. The pitch. That's hit to left. That is a foul ball. Way out in front of it. It's hit well. Get the bats going. Yeah, the Pirates only with 2 hits. Those 2 hits were hit well. Wow, of course, a screamer. That was only a single. Then Gonzalez with the solo shot. That's on the outside corner. Not called a strike. Contreras kind of didn't like the call. Did not challenge, though. It's 2-1. And thank you, Miss Donna. Appreciate it. Thank you, DJ. The like button helps. I'll explain why in a moment. The 2-1, as that is sent out to center field. Mitchell is there. Makes the catch, route number 3. We go to the bottom of the 4th. 1-1 in Milwaukee. Of course, hit that like button, folks. Trying to get to 150. Of course, you guys, again, have spoiled me. And, you know, we've been getting 200 likes on our baseball streams. That's pretty cool stuff. Or our Pirates ones. Anyway. But, of course, likes just push out the channel to more potential viewers, more Pirate fans, Brewer fans trying to catch the game, or baseball fans in general, sports fans. So make sure, again, to leave a like. Helps out the channel a lot. And, of course, subbing to the channel is pretty cool. Thank you again for the subs. I do appreciate that. And we're just trying to build this channel even more. Crossed our goal already. Again, we're trying to get to 10,000 by the start of the NFL season, but we've cleared that, and ideally we can try to get to 11. That's going to be a tough push, but we can make it happen. We just have to have some good streams. Hopefully the Pirates give us some good entertainment, which I believe they can. Pitch count delayed. Is it really that delayed? I'd have to look into it. Sorry, Chad. I mean, I don't know. I can mess with it a little bit, but I can't really. You know, it's not my software. If you're talking about this right here, the score bug. But I will look into it. You'll be tuning in. I don't really think so. I mean, we'll see. Again, I'll do the first game. From what I gathered last year, there's a lot of illegal streams for the NFL preseason games. So, yeah, I don't know. I think the nationally televised ones, like on NBC, ESPN, those will be fine, but I don't think NFL Network, they were showing the games last year. So we'll see. I'll be looking. I'll be seeing what's up. All right, Jones sets and delivers. That's inside ball one. Andrew Vaughn is on the at the plate. Andrew Vaughn struck out in his first appearance. 1-0 to Vaughn. He sets, he fires. As Vaughn sends this to center field. Mangum is back, leaping. That ball is gone. And Andrew Vaughn makes it a 2-1 game in Milwaukee. That's his 5th home run of the season. Yeah, try to, again, keep the, I understand the frustration, if you're annoyed by Chiefs fans, but, again, try to keep it pretty clean. So Vaughn makes it 2-1. That'll bring up Luis Lara. And I cannot provide you information at the moment. He walked in his first appearance. So that's in there 0-1. Jones sets, kicks, and delivers. Breaking ball on the outside corner. Not called a strike. Rodriguez will challenge, and he will win this challenge. He'll be 0-2. 0-2 counts. It's all good. It's all good. I understand. I understand the frustrations. And no, I don't think Rogers will be playing in the preseason. I doubt that. I mean, maybe a series at most. 0-2 count. If you're just tuning in, Brewers 2, Pirates 1. Jones readies, rocks, and delivers. That's off the plate to 1-2. Appreciate you, Scott. Yeah, sorry about that. Sorry about the Orioles. That's kind of sad. Here's the 1-2. That's downstairs 2-2 to Luis Lara. But you never know. Again, maybe those guys can, just win anyway. Nothing stopping them from winning. 2-2. The pitch. That's away 3-2 to Lara. Jones at 63 pitches. Again, a guy that normally they do kind of stop at around 70, 75 pitches. The 3-2, and that's fouled back. Thirty plays a game? Yeah, I don't know. We'll just see how it goes. The 3-2, and that's sent out to left field. Reynolds is backing up a little bit and makes the catch for out number 1. All right, that'll bring up Cooper Pratt, 1 for 1 on the day. Yeah, Rod. Yeah, I saw a little bit of the interview. I didn't quite see it, but yeah, I liked what I saw. Cooper Pratt singled in the second as that catches the plate there. 0-1 to Cooper Pratt. Pretty impressive batting average. Entered the game batting .286. Got higher. Good stuff, Spider. Good stuff. 0-1 to Pratt. That's fouled back. 0-2. 91 on the changeup. Again, this could be the last inning for Jones. I know that's kind of crazy to say, but based on what they've done with him, that could be the case. Could very well be the case. Yes, they are redeemed. They are at the game. Here's the 0-2, and that's fouled back, and it's still 0-2. 89 on the slider. Down and away. 0-2 to Cooper Pratt. Jones sets, kicks, and delivers outside. 1-2. Again, there's no guarantee, Alex, but that's just what they've been doing around this pitch count. That's when they take him out. 1-2, the pitch. And that's fouled back. Just got a piece of it. That was way downstairs. Pratt chasing. Still 1-2. I mean, I personally, again, would like to see him go out there for the 5th. Depending, of course, how the rest of this inning goes. The pitch. That's hit up the middle for a base hit. Pratt 2 for 2 on the day. A pair of singles for the young Cooper Pratt. That'll bring up David Hamilton. He is 0 for 1 on the day. Again, if you're just joining us, 2-1. Brewers leading over the Pirates. All the runs have been scored on home runs today. Jacob Gonzalez opened up the scoring in the top of the 3rd with a solo shot. Here's the pitch. The bunt is down the first base line, and he is going to be safe. Jones has to eat it up. A nice bunt there by Hamilton, an infield single. Brewers now with runners in first and second with just 1 out. Jones, by the way, it's 72 pitches. Well, yes, Gonzalez with a home run. Then it was Chourio to tie it up at the bottom of the 3rd. And, of course, Andrew Vaughn with the home run here in the bottom of the 4th. Is that the Hamilton from the Reds? No. Mal visit for the Pirates. Again, Jones at 72 pitches. I know it's crazy to say, but again, even if you were to get the double play here, this could be his last inning, because that's just how the Pirates have used him this year. Really cautious about the future, despite what is in front of them. Bryce Durang 0 for 2 on the day, though with runners in scoring position, pretty solid, batting .330 on the season. 5 doubles, a triple, and 4 home runs. 49 RBIs as well, when runners are at second or third. The pitch, and that's in there. 0-1, 88 on the slider. Jones readies and delivers. That's sent to left. And Reynolds makes the catch at the foul line for out number 2. Don't know why I wanted to say Gonzalez there, but it was indeed Reynolds with the catch. That'll bring up Jackson Chourio, 2 for 2 on the day. Of course, again, hit the solo shot in the bottom of the 3rd, so he's had a good read on Jones. We shall see what the Pirates elect to do. He's at 74 pitches. Jones is sweating. He looks already pretty tired. And a lot of pitches in a short amount of time. That is never a ideal situation. The pitch, and that's downstairs, ball 1. Yeah, appreciate you, AJ. Yeah, I think we may have figured out a part of the problem. I will work on it tonight. 1-0. Jones sets and delivers. Breaking ball downstairs, 2-0. On deck for the Brewers would be Garrett Mitchell. Again, you don't really want to walk anybody. Thank you, Joseph. Appreciate it. Do you think man will stay at number 1? Now because of O'Hearn, yes. Here's the pitch. That is sent to right. That'll hook foul, though. It's 2-1. Before O'Hearn got hurt, Mangum, I think, was going to the bench. But now that O'Hearn is hurt, Mangum stays. I think that's honestly, it's not terrible. We'd like to have O'Hearn, but realistically, I don't know. Mangum, I like to see him play, to be honest. As that's hit up the middle, that'll be a base hit. Could be 3-1. Mangum throws to third. And it is now 3-1. Pratt does score on the RBI single by Jackson Chourio. So now again, still runners on first and second with 2 outs. That'll bring up Garrett Mitchell, 0 for 2. 0 for 2 on the day. It's going Sue. Sue pulling for the Brewers. Appreciate you for hanging out. Jones readies. Again, Mitchell 0 for 2, but he's a lefty. Here's the pitch, and that's inside ball 1. 1-0 to Mitchell. Jones looks about done, yeah. He looks tired already. That's not good. Here's the 1-0, and that's in there 1-1. 93 in the changeup. Again, last 7 outings, 2.60 ERA. Definitely not getting that type of stat line in this one. 1-1 counts. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 88 on the slider. 10 runners on first and second. 2 outs. Brewers leading 3-1 over the Pirates. And it looks like Mitchell will ask for time. Kind of a big spot. Have to take him out. I don't know. I don't think they are. I mean, probably after this inning, but I don't think there's anyone warming up for the Pirates, or they haven't shown it on my feed. Jones looks back at second. The pitch. That is high and in, 2-2, 97 on the fastball. That's another thing. Now they are warming up Wilbur Dotel. He's getting loose. Of course, Dotel might, he might be getting sent down soon because Sisk is working his way back. That'll be interesting. Anyway, here's the 2-2 to Mitchell. Checked his swing. Did he go? Appeal down to third. He went. He struck him out. Gets Mitchell. Mitchell doesn't seem pleased with the call. Mitchell strikes out for the second time today. As we go to the top of the 5th, the Brewers now leading 3-1 over the Pirates. 2 up for the Pirates will be Andy Rodriguez, Jacob Gonzalez, and Jared Triolo. Hola, amigo. How's it going? Rotec, appreciate you for hanging out. I don't know. Was Dotel on the Yankees? I don't think he was. Don't think so. And Doval, by the way, shut down the Brewers yesterday. Doval is going to be fine with the Pirates. Couldn't pitch with the Yankees. Yankees ruined him. Yankees ruined a guy that was a 3 ERA pitcher in San Francisco. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. That is not what I want to do. All right, let's look at the scores real quick. All right, the Orioles leading 3-1 over the Angels. Phillies 5, Yankees nothing. Mets 6, Indians 2. A's 4, Reds 3, Yankees 2, Cardinals nothing. Braves 1, Marlins nothing. Red Sox 6, White Sox 1. Royals 2, Twins nothing. Cubs Dodgers 1-1. Blue Jays Astros 0-0. Rangers Giants 2-0. And the Rays and the Rockies 0-0. Let's see, get the lumber going. Yep. Sisk was coming up. No, Sisk, it's going to be a few days. Pretty sure. Just wait till you really need him. I mean, we needed him yesterday. He did a great job. It was a 1-run game. He came in and slammed the door. Slammed the door. Looked really good. Looked really good. All right. Top of the 5th coming up for the Pirates. Again, they have only mustered up 2 hits. Again, their offensive struggles do continue. It has really been that case since the All-Star break. Still, of course, again, to show you how dominant they've been. They're still second in the league in runs. But again, like I said, they are struggling at the plate for the last few weeks. As that's fired inside ball 1. 92 on the fastball. Back underway in the top of the 5th. Henderson at 52 pitches. Rodriguez 0-1. Or 0 for 1 on the day. 1-0 to Rodriguez. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike one, 87 on the cutter. One count. Henderson readies and delivers as Rodriguez sends this to right. That is high and towering. Is that gone? Did it sneak over? It did! Oh, wow! It stayed fair! No way! Clear the deck! Cannonball coming! That was a high towering shot. I thought it was foul. It just snuck in. Clear the deck. Look at that. 6 home runs now for Rodriguez on the season. Hoist the cone. That was just, I thought it was like a pop-up. Just kept on going and going and going, and it stayed fair. So look at that ending, Rodriguez. Look at him. That was kind of awkward. I mean, I wonder what the height on that thing was. Launch angle had to be almost 90 degrees. Like it just almost went straight up. Here's Jacob Gonzalez takes a pitch outside ball, and again he homered in his last at bat. Wow, that's pretty bizarre. 1-0 count. Henderson sets and delivers off the plate. 2-0. Appreciate you, AJ. Andy gone. Homer. Let's go. Let's go, Bucks. W's in the chats for AJ, folks. 2-0 count to Gonzalez. He kicks, he deals. That's downstairs. 3-0. Did you say State Fair? Did I say that? My bad. Well, hey, it sounds like Stay Fair. Starts Thursday. The Texas one was March. Don't think I went. No, we didn't go this year. Here's the 3-0 to Gonzalez. That's at the knees. 3-1. 88 on the cutter. Let's go. We needed that. And this offense just needs to get back to doing what it was doing. 3-1, the pitch, and that's in there. And it's 3-2. A delayed called strike there. I don't know. Gonzalez has an issue with something. Well, that was pretty bizarre. Yeah, Matt Haig and Don Kelly are like, what the heck? I mean, that was as delayed of a strike call as you can see. And Kelly's going to have a chat. He's like, what happened? What happened? All right. I don't know. I'm going underneath the mic for this one. Right now, it's just a bunch of back and forth. Kelly's now saying it's something. Now he's pointing. Umpire's being pretty chill. Now he's pointing. Pointing again. Umpire responding now. Kelly pretty animated. There's now, I definitely said something. He said something bad there. Pointing back to Gonzalez. Now he's doing this. Now he's doing this. Wow. Kelly is not happy. Pointing. Oh, man, he almost got, I don't know, he's to tread carefully. I think the umpire understood that he was in the wrong with the delayed call there. Yeah, that was kind of weird. So Contreras, I don't know, it was all weird. Anyway, 3-2 to Gonzalez. Nobody on, nobody out the pitch. As Gonzalez sends it to right. Lara is there to make the catch, round number 1. Pretty interesting sequence. Kelly is still barking, and now he just got tossed. Yep. So now Kelly's been tossed a lot lately. It's interesting, and he is pretty upset. He's definitely swearing. I mean, those are definitely some grown-up words. The umpire's telling him, I told you, I told you. The umpire I think he said he made the mistake. The umpire said he made a mistake. At least he owned up to it. So Kelly's done. And maybe it fires up the Pirates, maybe it doesn't, but Kelly will not be seen the remainder of this game. All right, well, that'll bring up Jared Triolo's 0 for 1 on the day. We drop W's. Why not? It's fine. Yeah, go ahead. W's in the chat for Kelly as Triolo sends this to left. Chourio, though, is there, and he makes the catch for out number 2. All right, that'll bring up Jake Mangum 0 for 1 with a walk. Rather than Kelly because the pitching coach is the worst. Yeah, that's fair. I think you want to get ejected. Yeah, I think so. That is 6 for Kelly. Interesting. That's a lot. Appreciate you, Jake. As this is Jake Mangum. Here's the pitch. As Mangum fouls it back 0-1. So the Pirates... coaching staff will take over. Yeah, I don't think it's Murphy that takes over in charge. I don't know. That's foul back 0-2. 93 on the fastball. Dotel again warming up for the Pirates. Again, just don't really think he'll be up much for the Pirates much longer when Sisk does return. 0-2 to Mangum. Here's the pitch. That's in the dirt, 1-2. Again, if you're just tuning in, Brewers 3, Pirates 2. Pirates getting one back. The pitch, and that's inside, 2-2, 83 on the changeup. Need a Reba, I guess. Need a lot right now. Fire up the team, we'll see. Hope so. Again, the Pirates offense still, I don't know, not what they were. 2-2 to Mangum. Henderson readies. Kicks and delivers. Mangum fouls it back. Stay alive, 2-2. 93 on the fastball. Henderson at 66 pitches. Again, pretty efficient. That's pretty crazy. Just again, they're showing the replay of what happened with Gonzalez and the umpire. You know, it's a delayed call. I think that's what the problem was. The pitch. That's sent out to left center field. That'll drop in for a base hit. Chourio spinning and turning and throwing. Mangum racing back to first. He better be careful. That is a 2-out single for the Pirates. As that'll bring up Brandon Lau, 1 for 2 on the night. Anytime a Pirates pitcher is tossing a shutout, Kelly needs to have himself ejected. That's a good idea. It's a good idea. Henderson and Contreras having a chat with 2 outs in the 5th. See if Lau can get something going. A Lau pow would be nice right about now. Of course, he was crushing the ball entering July, and then only a few home runs since the National Series. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 1. 82 on the changeup. Phillies have won 5-0. Gotcha. Definitely makes it this game a little bit more important. Diamondbacks, of course, playing the Padres tonight. That game, of course, important to the Pirates. The 0-1 to Lau. That's on the outside corner. 0-2. That's a good pitch. Looks like the Brewers are warming up Antonio Sensatella, who was playing for the Rockies this year. He kind of looked good against the Pirates whenever he did face the Pirates. Keller's done for the year, most likely there, Luke. 0-2 to Lau. Henderson sets. And a pickoff attempt. Mangum is safe. Let's go and enjoy your glad you're enjoying it. I had to guess so, yeah, Denny. I think Majinski's going to be replacing Keller. 0-2. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Tied him up. He struck him out. Down goes Lau. We go to the bottom of the fifth. Brewers 3, Pirates 2. Again, Endy Rodriguez with his 6th home run of the season. Again, apologies. The lineups are not accurate due to last-minute changes. But it's going to be William Contreras, Christian Yelich, and then Andrew Vaughn, who's not shown. So, anyway, it happens, Spider Pig. That's just the way it goes. So, again, the Pirates dominated the Reds at the beginning of the season. I don't know. The Pirates are much better than the Reds, but just, again, they caught them at bad times. The Pirates were slumping. That's just the way it is. And we're still kind of slumping right now, so we're hoping that we can get out of the this little funk that we're in. Make sure again to leave a like. Make sure to sub to the channel. It is free. Let me go ahead and turn this down. Jeez, that's loud. We are at 193 likes. Thank you very much. Trying to get to 200, and we're 27 subs away from 10,600. If everyone were to subscribe right now, we would hit that tonight. So make sure, again, to subscribe before you go. Again, I'll be back tomorrow, 7:40 Eastern, 6:40 Central, for Game 3 of this series. And, of course, I covered Game 1 yesterday. That was pretty fun. Right now, a close one here in Milwaukee. And the Pirates, they just get one more win. They take the season series against the best record in all of baseball. That's pretty crazy to say. Best team. Thank you again for the sub. Trying to move up, just trying to grow the channel even more. And yeah, we'll see how Dotel is for sure. Yeah, we play the Mets. The Mets again, they have a lot of. Thank you again for the sub. Appreciate it. They have a lot of star power. I don't know, something I've noticed that, I don't know, just like even though if you're not playing a good team, if you are a household name, the Pirates do struggle against, I don't know, just superstars. So it can be a tough series, but you got to hope for the best against the slumping Mets. All right, Wilbur Dotel, 5.11 ERA. Put him batting average at 255. He's got good stuff. Definitely Dr. Lay to prove, but he's had his moments. Thank you again for the subscription there. Ike Taylor, subscribers away. Joey Porter. Did Charles Woodson wear 24 as well? I think he did. Charles Woodson. Don't see a subscribe button. I think that means you probably already did. Thank you again for the sub. Appreciate it. Let's go on, Maggie. Welcome on in. Brewers leading 3-2. It's a bullpen game from this point on for the Pirates. Wilbur Dotel on the mound as he faces William Contreras. Here is the pitch. That's a breaking ball in there, and it's 0-1. Contreras 1 for 2 on the day. 1 for 6 in the series. Thank you again. Thank you very much for the sub. 0-1 to Contreras. Dotel readies, rocks, and fires. That's at the knees, just below. Rodriguez going to challenge. It's close. It's close. I don't know. I hope so. I don't know. This wouldn't shock me if he missed it. He got it. It's a good challenge. Just barely catching the zone. And it'll be 0-2. And he's been really good tonight at the plate. Of course, challenging behind the plate. Much needed for the Pirates because they have been pretty disastrous with challenges. The 0-2, that's a sweeper outside. 1-2. The Brewers got Dustin May. Yep, they did. They did. I think May has had some success against the Pirates this year as a Cardinal. But the Cardinals kind of just dominated the Pirates this year so far as that's hit to short. That is past Gonzalez, the diving Triolo as well. That is going to be a single for Contreras. Got to bring up Christian Yelich, who's 0 for 2 on the night. Woodson was 26. Really? No, Rod Woodson. Charles Woodson. Rod Woodson was 26, yeah. Dotel readies, looks over at Contreras, and delivers. That's in there, 0-1, 91 of the cutter. Christian Yelich. Rodriguez just dropping the ball. Hotel gained some muscle. I think he's always been pretty jacked, to be honest with you. He's a pretty strong guy. The 0-1, that's in the dirt. 1-1, 86 on the slider. Carmen Majinski out there in the pen again. Most likely, we're all kind of assuming he's going to take Keller's spots. For the moment, though, he's out there. 1-1 to Yelich. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Big swing by Yelich. 1-2. Do you think any catcher will ever be an everyday player, or are we just stuck in tandem mode forever? I think tandem. I think it's kind of like the running back, unless you have like a superstar. That's not going to happen anymore, as that's downstairs 2-2. From what I gather, I could be wrong. Again, we got Brewers fans here in the chat, so feel free to educate me. I believe Contreras plays a lot of games behind the plates. Feel free again to fact check me there. Appreciate you, TJ. Gonna eat dinner. I'll be back. Appreciate you, Jay. Enjoy supper. Enjoy dinner. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Strikeout number 1 for Dotel. In steps in Andrew Vaughn, who homered. He homered in his last appearance. Again, runner on first, 1 out. What's up, Burley? Welcome on back. Let's go, Bucks. The pitch. That's off the plate, ball 1. Florida is watching the Brewers. Interesting. Majinski slated for Friday. Yeah, we'll see. I think so, though. But yeah, he's in the pen, which is interesting. 1-0 count. Hotel readies, rocks, and delivers. Breaking ball just misses. 2-0. Not a good throw by Rodriguez. What in the world? That doesn't inspire confidence from the pitcher. Just going, Charlie, I did. The barber, yes. 2-0. The pitch. That's a slider down and away. 3-0 to Andrew Vaughn. Again, batting .300 on the year. Not really known for power, but his OPS almost at 900 and 876 OPS. .3-0. He rocks and delivers way upstairs. Ball 4. That is a 4-pitch walk. That'll bring up Luis Lara 0 for 1 with the walk. Yeah, I hear you, Denny. Yeah. That's just the way it is now. Patient at the Virginia Hospital or VA Hospital in right field corner, which is the oldest VA dating back to Civil War. 10th floor overlooking stadium at a cool view. Everything is good with me. Cheering on your Pirates. Well, hopefully you'll be all right there, Mr. Robert. I thank you for hanging out. That's going to be 0-1 to Lara. I imagine you would be cheering for the Pirates, being a Cubs fan. 0-1 count. Dotel readies, kicks, and delivers. That's a ground ball. That'll squeeze through for a base hit. That will score a run. The Brewers lead 4-2. A slow tapper going the other way. That is unfortunate. Jammed him and all. Brewers lead 4-2. Again, you put the ball in play. That will, and you know, anything can happen. And that just happened. I mean, that is just unlucky for the Pirates. Pratt is 2 for 2 on the day. Again, runners on first and second, 1 out. Dotel readies, kicks, and delivers. And that is set up to shallow right. Nick Gonzalez is under it and makes the catch for out number 2. That'll bring up David Hamilton, who's 1 for 2 on the day with a single. Yeah, we'll see, Alex. Again, I don't think he'll last too much longer. I think the Pirates will try to see what they have with their other arms. The arms they just acquired. Dotel looks over and delivers. That's outside ball 197 on the fastball. One and no count. Dotel at 17 pitches. He sets, he fires. That's downstairs 2-0. Definitely need to attack the number 9 hitter. Gotta keep it close. Yep, gotta keep it close. 2-0 to Hamilton. The pitch. That finds the strike zone. 2-1, 92 on the cutter. Again, the velocity kind of down as well. That's kind of interesting. Guy that has touched 100 to, in the past, not today. Kind of the same thing with Jones. So that's a little odd. Don't know if it's the baseballs or what. 2-1, the pitch. That's tapped foul, 2-2. Hamilton pretty upset with himself. I'm sorry to hear that, Jay. Please, folks, make sure to send up some prayers for Jay. Go Braves and good luck with your Pirates. Thank you, Jay. Appreciate it. Please be careful out there. Please, again, hopefully all will be all right. Here's the 2-2. That's inside 3-2 to David Hamilton. Dotel definitely a little bit wild. Let's go on, Eric. Welcome on in. Three and 2 to Hamilton. Dotel readies, kicks, and delivers. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Able to limit the damage to just 1 run as we go to the top of the 6th. The Brewers 4, Pirates 2. The Brewers with 10 hits. They have really gone on base a lot. 2 up for your Pittsburgh Pirates will be Brian Reynolds, Esmeralyn Valdez, and Spencer Horwitz. Give me 1 sec. All right, again, thank you guys. We'll go ahead and check out scores real quick across MLB. Right now, the Mets leading 6-2 over the Indians in the bottom of the 9th. The Reds leading 5-4 over the A's. Braves 3, Marlins nothing. The Yankees 2, Cardinals nothing. Red Sox 9, White Sox 2. Royals 2, Twins 1, Cubs and Dodgers 1-1. Pardon me, Blue Jays and the Astros 0-0. Rangers 2, Giants nothing. Rays and Rockies 1-1 in the top of the 3rd. The Orioles did defeat the Angels 3-1, and the Phillies over the Nationals 5-0. All right. 20 runs to bullpen. So far, just the one. I mean, that was the first inning of work. That was Dotel. Wilbur Dotel. There's Zach. Let's go Pirates. Wake up. Yep, definitely need to wake up. Folks, make sure again to leave a like. Make sure to sub to the channel. It is free. Again, we got over 225 likes. That is great stuff. Again, thank you for that. Again, of course, all it does, those of you that are just wondering, it just pushes out the stream to more potential viewers, more Pirate fans, Brewer fans, baseball fans just trying to get catch the stream. So make sure, again, to sub it up and make sure to like it up. Again, if everyone were to sub right now, we would hit 10,600. So make sure to sub it up. And folks, make sure to check out Orioles Birdwatcher. Looks like he is redirecting his viewers that caught the Orioles and Angels game. Here's the pitch as Reynolds pops it up. That's going to be, is it out of play? It is out of play. 0-1. But yes, again, Orioles Birdwatcher, a friend of the channel. I am subscribed to Birdwatcher, so you should be as well. So make sure, again, to sub it up. Again, thank you, Bones. Appreciate it. Yes. Thank you, Birdwatcher, for the redirect. 0-1 to Reynolds. Henderson kicks and delivers. That's tapped foul, and it's 0-2. 84 in the changeup. Henderson still out there for the 6th inning. And Sensatella was warming up for the Brewers, so you can expect to see him soon, whether it's this inning or the following inning. Thank you again for the sub. Appreciate it. Thank you for that sub as well. Here's the 0-2. That's off the plate. 1-2. Pirates again have just been in a slump, but hopefully again they can start getting out of it here pretty soon. The 1-2 called strike 3 at the knees. He struck him out. 94 on the fastball. That'll bring up Esmeralda Valdez, who's 0 for 2 on the night. Let's go, Matt. Welcome on in. Royals kind of have a lame team name. I don't think so. It's a pretty neat name. Pretty neat name, in my opinion. Henderson sets and delivers. That's in there, 0-1. 88 on the cutter. Again, Valdez has not gotten a hit since Friday. Looking to get something going. 0-1 to Valdez. Henderson readies, kicks, and delivers. That's in there, 0-2. Attacking Valdez pretty early. I imagine he'll try to get him to swing and chase something out of the zone. Just my guess. 0-2 to Valdez. The pitch. Just outside. Good eye. 1-2. 94. Just missing. Henderson at 77 pitches. Here with 1 out in the top of the 6th. Henderson sets and delivers. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Valdez, 3 strikeouts today. That'll bring up Spencer Horwitz. Of course, if you're watching Pittsburgh Sportsnet, you would think that that was the end of the inning based on what just appeared on the screen. That is not indeed reality. Horwitz 0 for 2 on the night. Score Pirates. Valdez honeymoon over. I mean, I'd like to not think so, as that catches his own 0-1, but he's definitely in a little bit of a slump for sure. Oh, 1 count. Henderson. He readies. He kicks. He deals. That's off the plate. 1-1. 90 on the cutter. One to Horwitz. Henderson rocks and delivers. That's going to be foul back. 1-2. 94 on the fastball. Brewers could have got Skubal, but Logan Henderson was off the table. They were saying interesting. I think the hand is bothering him still. That's why. That's when he went really downhill. Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. I actually did forget about that. It's going Perma. Oh, that's BW. Folks, make sure again to check out Orioles Birdwatcher. Again, a big friend of the channel. Forgot about, yeah, the backup account there. That's downstairs, 2-2. Wonder if you'll have any interesting analysis on some shows that are happening around the YouTube world there, Perma. Very interesting stuff there. Pretty quality stuff. 2-2 counts. The pitch. Called strike 3. Struck him out. Horwitz just looking. Henderson most likely done for the night. That is 4 strikeouts in a row. Looks like that is 8 strikeouts total. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Brewers leading 4-2. Do it for the Brewers again. Apologies for the out of orderness. It's going to be Turang, Chorio, and Mitchell. Forgot to switch accounts. No, you're good. You're good. No problem. I don't know. I don't know how to promo your other channel there. If you want commentary on random stuff, but it's pretty interesting stuff, make sure to check out Perma Tempo. That's that's the way I could really say it. I find it pretty good. I was yeah, that was pretty funny. Pretty funny stuff. Pretty funny. Let's see here. Again, thank you guys for hanging out. Just so far a tough night for the Pirates offense. Again, they're 2 runs for 2 home runs. But outside of that, haven't really gotten anything going. You just got to hope that the bullpen will keep it manageable. And it looks like Dotel will return for a second inning. Again, he's a guy that can go multiple innings. I imagine if the Pirates offense got something going there, they would have not put Dotel back out for the 6th. Just my guess. You're good, Miss Donna. You're good. I'm not too sure when you left. I know the Brewers have taken the lead. So that's all I can really report. Brewers leading 4-2. And make sure, again, to sub to the channel. It is free, folks. We're 20 subs away from 10,600. So if everyone were to sub right now, we would hit that mark, though that probably will happen sometime this series. The doubts about tonight, but you never know. You never know. Maybe a Pirates comeback will rally the troops. Dotel out there. He faces Terang. The pitch. That's a ground ball to second. Diving stop by Gonzalez, but it's off his glove. Has to eat it. Good effort by Gonzalez. And, of course, again, you know, he definitely hears about his defensive miscues. I mean, honestly, I know he'll get ripped for it, but Brandon Lau is definitely not getting close to that. But obviously, it's the same result. Terang is at first. That'll bring up Jackson Chourio, 3 for 3 on the night, including a home run and an RBI single. The pitch, and that's downstairs, ball 1. Ken Terang on first, nobody outs. Reds win 5-4, really. I have not been, I need to check out that score, I guess. Here's the 1-0 to Chourio. That's right down the middle, 1-1, 91 on the cutter. They just want more double play practice. That's a good way to look at it. Again, Antonio Sensatella, Brewers' newly acquired reliever from the Rockies. He is up in the pen. 1-1 the pitch, as that's going to be sent out to center field. Mangum just shy of the track, makes the catch, throws to second. There is no tag up. 1 out. That is Chourio's first out of the night. As that'll bring up Garrett Mitchell 0 for 3 on the night. Rally around the family. It'd be nice to get something going for the Pirates. Again, a string of hits would be good. Would go a long way into getting yourself into this game. The pitch. So that's in there, 0-1, 92 on the cutter. Struck out looking, he's not good at bat hustle, maybe a man gun butt. Let's go hunt hustle. Appreciate you, Daryl. Yeah. Definitely need to stop with the backwards Ks. There were 2 in the last inning. Here's the 0-1. That's cut on and fouled back 0-2 to Garrett Mitchell. Get so tired of NS9 ripping on Gonzalez. Yeah, I mean, again, it just hasn't been a good year defensively for him. But it's not his natural position, as that's downstairs 1 and 2. It's just not. I don't know. It's like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of an NFL equivalent to it. You know, it's like moving a safety to corner or something like that. It's just not going to work out. The 1-2. Called. Strike 3. Struck him out. Backwards K there. That's good to see. A backwards K for the Brewers. 2 outs. That'll bring up William Contreras, 2 for 3 on the night. Let's go over 10.5. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. I was going Walters. Yes, a haircut indeed. Haircut about 10 hours ago. The pitch. That's outside. Ball 196 on the fastball. Speedy plays second, shortstop, third. Yeah, but like he out of college, he was a middle infielder, second and short. Third base isn't really his thing. They're putting him there. The only reason he plays third is because they're putting him there. It looks like Contreras does indeed ask for time. Jim Harbaugh gets on your nerves. I thought I'd share that. I like Jim Harbaugh. I like Harbaugh a lot. 1-0 to Contreras. Hotel readies. And fires. Breaking ball in there. 1-1, 86 on the inside corner. Speedy reminds me of IKF, a 300 hitter, but we got to find something to complain about. Yeah. I mean, you'd like to see him make these plays. I mean, he is a big leaguer after all, but that's going to be a grounder to third. Triolo has it. Toss it to second for the force. Out number 3. All right, well, Dotel, not too bad. We go to the top of the 7th. Brewers 4, Pirates 2. But yeah, I mean, Gonzalez, I don't know. I think it's definitely nerves. I think when he got his first few errors, I think it just kind of ruined his confidence. But I don't know. Due up for your Pittsburgh Pirates will be Nick Gonzalez, Endy Rodriguez, and Jacob Gonzalez. Last time I got a haircut was 8 years ago. Oh my goodness. Well, you'll definitely have long, long hair. Water softball game. There we go. Let's get the Pirates win. Let's get it. Again, thank you guys for hanging out. Make sure again to leave a like. Make sure to sub to the channel. It is free. Again, we are at, let's see, again, we've gotten a lot of likes, so thank you for that. We're at 252 likes. That is really good. I do appreciate that. But again, if you do like it, again, it just pushes out the stream to more potential viewers trying to catch the game. More Pirate fans, more Brewer fans, baseball fans, sports fans of all kinds. That's pretty much it. So make sure, again, to leave a like. Make sure to sub it up. Again, we are 20 subs away from 10,600. Trying to get there by the end of the series. We could get it tonight. If everyone were to sub right now, we would indeed make it happen. And, of course, again, I'll be back tomorrow at 7:40 Eastern, 6:40 Central for Game 3 of this 4-game series. Right now, the Yankees lead 2-0 over the Cardinals. Braves leading 4-0 over the Marlins. Red Sox all over the White Sox, 13-2. Royals 5, Twins 1. Dodgers and Cubs tied at 1 apiece. Astros 2, Blue Jays nothing. The Rangers 2, Giants nothing. Rays 5, Rockies 2. Final scores: Orioles over the Angels, 3-1. Mets over the Indians 6-2. Reds over the Athletics 5-4. And the Phillies shutting out the Nationals 5-0. Thank you again for the subs. Appreciate it. Antonio Sensatella on the mound. Zemis is downstairs, ball 1. Sensatella with a 3.81 ERA. Pretty respectable. Again, has had success against these Pirates this year as a member of the Rockies. And here's the pitch, as that's going to be flown to right. That'll be a foul ball, 1-1. Here's kind of long, but you'd be surprised if it actually stopped growing. Interesting. Let's go Pirates. Get to see a ground ball with a runner on first in at least 5 games. Yeah, I don't know. Here's the 1-1 as that's chopped foul, and it's 1-2. Yeah, I'm not too sure. And Michael, yeah, that's not how it works. Once you sub, that's it. You can only do 1 sub per account, as that misses upstairs 2-2. Need to see Nicky G get on base. And 0 for 2 on the night. Sensatella readies, kicks and delivers. That's a grounder to short. Pratt with it, throws to first. Gonzalez is out. That'll bring up Endy Rodriguez. Hit a home run in his last at-bat 1 for 2 on the night. Launch angle of 44 degrees. 158 feet in the air. Went 379 feet. I mean, that is an incredible launch angle for a home run. 44. Wow. That is an acute... Well, I mean, everything's an acute angle, I guess. But, like, it's almost... Well, okay, whatever. Shut up. I'll shut up now. 0-1 count. And you know what I mean. It was almost over 45, which would be crazy. Anyway, whatever. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's downstairs 1-1. We're just going to move on and never speak of that again. That's what we're going to do. 1-1 to Endy Rodriguez. Sensatella sets, kicks, and delivers. That's off the plate. 2-1. Not my best moment there. Not my best moment. 2-1 to Rodriguez. Sensatella delivers. That's high. 3-1. 98 on the fastball. July 28th against Arizona was their last double play they turned. Jeez, wow. Yeah, that is pretty concerning, to be honest with you. That is quite the stretch. The 3-1. That's fouled back. 3-2. Count is full to Rodriguez. Go, Endy. There we go. And appreciate Spider again. Yeah, too. Again, I don't really push that too much. Here's the 3-2. That's off the plate. Ball 4. Rodriguez draws a walk. That'll bring up Jacob Gonzalez. 1 for 2 on the night with a home run. Ken Rodriguez and Gonzalez with the runs tonight. But I do appreciate it again, Spider. Yeah, 99 cents. There'll always be a 99-cent option. Always will be. I was actually asked if I was going to raise prices. I'm like, nope. That'll never happen. There always will be one at 99 cents. The pitch. That's off the plate. Ball 1. 96 on the sinker. I also figure, again, that will get me more members. Which, the more members, the more emojis, which is pretty cool. So it's just the more the merrier type of thing. 1-0 to Gonzalez. The pitch. Way inside. Nice snag by Contreras. 2-0. 97 on the fastball. Let's tie it up. Let's do it. Gonzalez again has some power. Andy with a little bit of a lead over there. 2-0 to Gonzalez, the pitch, and that's fouled back. 2-1, 97 on the sinker. Again, if you're just tuning in, Brewers 4, Pirates 2. Pirates at the plate here in the top of the 7th. The pitch, and that is fouled back. 2-2. Kind of tardy, I think. Swinging pretty late. Cover all Steeler games? Yes. Yes, I do. Did last year. We'll do it again this year, of course. We'll do a lot. Again, not just the Steeler channel. We cover everybody. At least 3 games every Sunday. As that's a ground ball to short. Possible double play. There's one. Throw to first. He got him. That is a double play. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Brewers 4, Pirates 2. Thank you again for the sub. Appreciate it. Due up for the Brewers. Again, apologies on the out-of-orderness. It's going to be Christian Yelich, Andrew Vaughn, who's not even listed. And then it's Luis Lara. Perhaps need to ground on a couple runs. They do, Burley. We do. What will we get at a $10 level? Alternate camera angles so we can watch the turkey level. Yeah, this guy. Yeah, turkey still very much up there on the shelf. So, I don't know. I'm trying to think. That's actually something like the wife and I talked about. Not too far, like, you know, just perks, channel perks and stuff like that. So I don't know. I need to think of other things. Thank you again for the sub. Appreciate it. 16 subs away from 10,600. Give me 1 second. Dang, a chair was caught up on something. Anywho, I do appreciate you guys again. Make sure, again, to leave a like. Make sure to sub it up. And we'll see if the Pirates can just keep it 4-2. Again, if you give yourself a chance, you know, again, 2 runs is manageable, especially with this offense. So definitely very, very doable. Check in after the stream. Okay, I'll be sure to do that. I'll be sure to do that. Use it closer. They only use Weaver. Yeah, I mean, if we're tied or ahead. Wait, timeout. No, if you're tied or ahead, you use Weaver. That's better not come back and win. I hope they do, James. Personally, hoist the chair. It wasn't a hoisting. No, it got caught up on the rug. I don't know. I was just kind of bothered by it. All right, it should be Christian Yelich to start things off, as it'll be Johan Ramirez, who, believe it or not, his ERA is a 3. There could be a day where we see it in the 2s, folks. That is pretty amazing, considering how wild he is, as that's wildly inside ball 1. 96 on the fastball to the 0-3 Christian Yelich. That's so crazy. It's nothing for them to score 7 runs. Yeah, as of late, I mean, yeah, but yes, they can, though. They've demonstrated that this season. That's inside 2-0. 2-0 to Yelich. We were the closer? I mean, I think so. I don't know. Weaver or Montgomery, I guess. Montgomery's been given some opportunities. I don't know. I think they'll play the matchups, I guess. 2-0 to Yelich. Ramirez trying to find the strike zone. He does not, but Yelich swings at a pitch at his foot. 2-1. Oh, my goodness. Helping out the wild Ramirez. I mean, there's a lot of movement on that, to be fair. I mean, that is starting out outside, then works his way, and then hits Yelich in the foot. It actually hit him in the foot, as that is popped up. Is it playable? It appears to be. Triolo in on it and makes the catch for out number 1. That was pretty bizarre. I know that's going to make Flat Earth pretty happy hearing that about Yelich. Going to bring up Andrew Vaughn, who's had a nice day. 1 for 2 with the walk. Again, his lone hit was a home run. Hope the Pirates come back and win. I hope so, Ricky. Yeah, James, that was not skinny. I was actually the same weight, as that's a chopper to third. That is a foul ball. 0-1. Yeah, I know. I need to lose the weight for sure. It is bad. I masked it, so the reason, yeah, I have a little bit of a theory, because I have noticed that, yeah, I weigh the same. It is the lighting. The lighting puts it more of a, more, like, it's more on me, you know, if that makes any sense. But yeah, I definitely need to figure it out. 0-1 the pitch. That's outside. Called a strike. Pretty generous call there by the umpire. 0-2. Again, the umpire, it's not, I don't know. The Pirates have not been a fan of him tonight. A generous call there. 0-2 to Vaughn. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Woo-hoo! Nice pitch. That'll bring up Luis Lares. 1 for 2 with the walk. Liking Montgomery in that role. Yeah, I hear you. Thank you again, James. Yeah, I know. I need to figure it out. Again, I can't lose any weight until the stress goes away. That is, the cortisol is way too high, as that's going to be down and in ball 1. Once life is better as far as the channel I expect to be stress-free. Like I mentioned it actually earlier, too. I've been stressed, like, for forever. So that's just unfortunate. As that finds the strike zone 101. 85 on the sweeper. Very lively sweepers from Ramirez tonight. 1-1. But yeah, definitely need to... Maybe I need to lighten up. I don't know. But I guess that's not happening. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 85 again. Just sweeper, 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 sweeper. That's all Ramirez is throwing. I mean, just a lot of movement. Unbelievable. 1-2 count to Lara. Yoga? I don't know. I don't know if that's really a thing I'd look into. Maybe. We'll see. Here's the pitch. And that's down and in. 2-2. But definitely, yeah. They cruising Connor back. Yep, we do. We do. Pirates fans, stress never goes away. Very true. Again, like it up, sub it. Appreciate your rookie. 2-2 to Luis Lara. The pitch. That's a grounder to first. Horowitz with it and will beat Lara to the bag for out number 3. Good inning by Ramirez. We go to the top of the 8th. Brewers still leading 4-2. 2 up for the Pirates will be Jared Triolo, Jake Mangum, and Brandon Lau. Again, they're down to their last 6 outs. They got to do something now. Now or never. All right, again, we'll check out some scores real quick across Major League Baseball. Red Sox 13, White Sox 2, Royals 5, Twins 1, Cubs 2, Dodgers 1, Rangers 2, Giants nothing, Astros 3, Rangers 2, Rays and the Rockies 5-5, Padres Diamondbacks 0-0, the Tigers and the Mariners 0-0. Orioles 3, Angels 1, Mets 6, Indians 2, the Reds 5, Athletics 4, Phillies over the Nationals 5-0, Yankees over the Cardinals 2-0, and the Braves over the Marlins 4-2. So results somewhat going our way as far as teams that are not in the actual playoff picture, or at least, in a spot. But as far as teams that are in the wild card spot, the Phillies again winning, that's kind of a bummer. So the Pirates will remain at 3.5 back, depending on what happens with the Diamondbacks. And of course, the Pirates lose, and the Diamondbacks win, they would drop to 4.5 back. Yeah, Boston's playing really good. Let's go, Triolo. Hit the ball. It's just that simple. Exactly. Exactly. Make sure, again, to leave a like, folks. Make sure to sub to the channel. It is free. Again, we're 16 subs away from 10,600. If everyone were to do that right now, we would hit 10,600 tonight. And, of course, again, I'll be back tomorrow at 7:40 Eastern, 6:40 Central for Game 3 of the series. Not the conclusion of it. That is Thursday, which, of course, I'll be there as well. Thursday afternoon. So I will see you there. Again, tomorrow's game not on your local regional sports network. That is on ESPN. So very interesting. A nationally televised game featuring the Pirates. That is rare. But that'll be pretty cool. All right, again, we'll see if Triolo can get on. He's 0 for 2 on the night. Would be ideal. Looks like it's going to be Kirby Yates warming up for the Pirates. Looks like he'll be going in the bottom of the 8th. Astros up 6-2. Just hit a 3-run shot. Man. Thank you again for the subs. Appreciate that. As that's going to be downstairs. Called a strike. Not a generous call to the Pirates. Abner Uribe, 2.23 ERA on the season. Opponent batting average of 199. He's been really good. Uribe sets and delivers. That's a sweeper downstairs, 1-1. Uribe with 17 2/3 consecutive scoreless innings. That's the longest active streak in the MLB, so no one's been hotter than this guy. The 1-1. Oh, and it hits Triolo high and in. Hit him in the elbow. Triolo will get on. Got to get on however you can against Uribe. He will take it. Wow, just. Oof. All right, well, that'll bring up Jake Mangum, 1 for 2 at the walk. There you can see the replay over there. Uribe readies, looks over at first, and delivers. That's a tapper foul, and it's 0-1. 97 on the sinker. Oh, and 1 to Mangum. The pitch. That misses upstairs. 101, 99 on the sinker. Again, if you're just joining us, Brewers 4, Pirates 2. Pirates at the plates. Runner on first. Nobody out. The pitch. And that's going to be fouled back 1-2. Uribe again has been lights out as of late. 17 straight innings. No runs allowed. One and 2 counts. A little bit of a delay. Mangum taking his time, but stepping back in. Uribe readies. Looks over at first. And delivers. That's a swing and a miss. He struck him out. And that'll bring up Brandon Lau, who's 1 for 3 on the night. Love to see Lau again just get something going. Trailer can steal a base. He can. He can. He's got the speed. Uribe does throw fast, so that won't help out the Pirates. Uribe delivers. Breaking ball downstairs. Ball 1. 87 on the slider. Mason Montgomery warming up as well for the Pirates. Of course, he got the save last night. Interesting there. 1-0 to Lau. The pitch as Lau sends this to right center. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Lara's there. He throws it in. That'll put runners on the corners for the Pirates. Lara doing a good job of getting to that in time, keeping Lau at first. But that'll work. The Pirates with 2 base runners. That'll bring up Brian Reynolds, 0 for 3 on the night. Definitely would like to see him come through here. Again, good speed by Lara, getting to it and keeping Lau from going to second. Send one to the moon would be very nice. Yeah, again, a B-ray shot. And it feels like he's been also struggling with the power as of late. Reynolds does seem to struggle once he gets past the 7th inning, batting .248 on the year. Would be good. Again, runners on the corners, 1 out. Pirates have already grounded into a double play tonight. The pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 1, 98 on the fastball, 0-1 to Reynolds. No double play. Nope. Cannot have that. Cannot have it. 0-1. Uribe readies. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 99 in the dirt. Reynolds in swing mode. Reynolds just not pleased with himself. 0-2 to B-Ray. As he steps back into the box after being granted time. Uribe sets. Looks over at first. The pitch. That is downstairs. Contreras will challenge. It looks like, I believe he's going to win the challenge. That's going to be a strikeout there. That was not a good frame there, but yeah, that was in it again. Kind of fooled him with the frame job. That is a good challenge by Contreras. Wow. So Reynolds goes down looking again, second time tonight. So that'll bring up Esmelin Valdez, who's 0 for 3 and has 3 strikeouts on the night. Would love for the magician to make this ball disappear. Make that hitless streak disappear as well. The pitch, sweeper away, 1-0. Runners on the corners, 2 outs. Uribe readies. He's set. He's just chilling. Here's the pitch. And that's downstairs. Called a strike. Valdez did not like the call, and I can understand why. Did it catch it? It looks like it would have actually caught the zone. So I was incorrect. 1-1. Uribe kicks and delivers. That's down and away. 2-1, 99 on the sinker. 2-1 again. A base hit most likely makes this just a 1-run ball game, but we'll see. Again, he has not had a hit since Friday, since that first game in Cincinnati. 2-1 to Valdez. Uribe holds and delivers. That finds the strike zone. 2-2. Valdez going to lose this challenge. Now that one is not even, I mean, that is just all in the strike zone there. That's just Contreras, I think, letting me know. Yeah, that's a strike. Oh, my goodness. Whole baseball's in it. That is no bueno. It'll be 2-2. Valdez again. You can just say it. He's in a slump. But maybe he can get out of it here. 2-2 count to Valdez. Uribe readies. Sets, kicks, and fires. Called strike 3. He struck him out. Uribe really happy with himself. We go to the bottom of the 8th. The Brewers, he's still celebrating on the mound. That is pretty bizarre. But the Brewers lead 4-2 over the Pirates. Due up for the Brewers will be Cooper Pratt, David Hamilton, and Bryce Terang. That's a tough one. Back-to-back strikeouts looking. That is not good. Not good. But it happens. It happens. Again, thank you guys for hanging out. Make sure again to leave a like. Make sure to sub to the channel. It is free. Again, I'll be back tomorrow at 7:40 Eastern, 6:40 Central for Game 3 of this series. So make sure again to sub it up. Again, we're at 291 likes. Thank you very much. We're almost at 300. There's a chance that can happen. And of course, again, we're 15 subs away from 10,600. If everyone were to subscribe right now, we would hit 10,600. Looks like the Brewers will take a look. Probably, Ronald. Probably. But you never know. You never know. That's why they play 9 innings. That's why they play 9 innings. Because I assure you, again, I know the Brewers, of course, much better at pitching. But if the Pirates were leading 4-2 in this situation, yeah, the game is definitely not over. Definitely not over. But the Brewers a little bit better. A little bit better with the bullpen. Actually, a lot better, to be honest with you. Hence why the Pirates acquired Kirby Yates, who will be on the mound for the Pirates in the bottom of the 8th. So we'll see his Pirate debut Want to say I still have, do I have, I think it's like a 3.99 ERA or something. That is not it. Or 3.95. So yeah, Kirby Yates, pretty solid whip. Again, that's kind of more the thing you look at for relievers. So, all right, we are back. And of course, they're highlighting the Uribe celebration. Again, really happy guy. Really proud of himself. Yates sets and delivers. That's a fastball in there, but it's not called a strike. And it's 1-0. Yates, 3.95 ERA. Opponent batting average of 202. Acquired yesterday again from the Angels. Didn't really send much over. Here's the 1-0, and that's outside 2-0. Kirby Yates doesn't have the velocity. Again, kind of an older reliever, been around the block. 91 on the fastball. It's going Turkey. Welcome on in. Miss Gina, appreciate you for hanging out. Here's the 2-0. That's in there, 2-1. 91 on the fastball. It's going Albert. Pirates become the poorest clutch hitting baseball team in the majors. I mean, I guess. I don't know. Again, they still have the second most runs. But, I mean, yeah, as of late, they definitely have struggled. Here's the 2-1 to Pratt. That's sent out to center field. And Mango makes the catch for out number 1. All right, that'll bring up Hamilton. David Hamilton, 1 for 3 on the night. Yeah, definitely, again, you need a... Yeah, Reynolds and Valdez striking out looking. That is just not good. That shows a lack of confidence. Which, again, both those guys, their numbers, average-wise, OPS-wise, they're dropping. Yates delivers, as that is sent out to right field. Valdez now coming in, now backing up, and makes the catch. And that'll bring up Bryce Terang, 1 for 4 on the night. Trevor McGill warming up for the Brewers. Looks like he'll be on for the 9th inning. Yates with 5 pitches, 2 outs. Yates sets. And delivers. That's downstairs, ball 185 on the splitter. Kirby Yates. And he's been around for a while. I guarantee you he never thought he'd play for the Pirates, to be honest. That's in their 1-1. Yates sets. Very interesting. Yates never really stops. That's kind of interesting. That's going to be foul back 1-2. A very bizarre kind of, wind up or set or anything like that. And thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. Pretty interesting there from Yates. Like, he sets, he leans in, then he moves back, moving that leg, moves it forward, moves it back, then delivers. That's inside 2-2. Very interesting. Two and 2 to Terang. Thank you again for the sub. Appreciate it. Here's the pitch. And that is once again fouled back. Still 2-2. Yates delivers again, and that is popped up. Shallow left. Reynolds on the run and makes the catch. Round number 3. Yates with a pretty solid Pirates debut. Pretty quick inning. We go to the top of the ninth. The Pirates with one last chance to try to push it to the bottom of the ninth as the Brewers lead 4-2 over the Pirates. Last chance for the Pirates. It'll be Spencer Horwitz, Nick Gonzalez, and ND Rodriguez. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Looks like we got 300 likes. I do appreciate that. Again, of course, likes push out the stream to more potential viewers. So that is very much appreciated. So thank you very much. All right, we'll check out scores one final time across the majors. Again, the Royals leading 5-2 over the Twins. Cubs leading 2-1 over the Dodgers. Rangers 2, Giants nothing. Astros 6, Blue Jays 2, Rockies 7, Rays 5, Tigers and the Mariners 0-0. Padres 3, Diamondbacks nothing. And then finals from earlier: the Orioles over the Angels 3-1. Mets over the Indians 6-2. Reds over the A's 5-4. Phillies shutting out the Nationals 5-2. Yankees 2, Cardinals nothing. Red Sox 4, White Sox 2. And then we have the Braves over the Marlins 4-2. All right. Again, thank you guys. Make sure again to leave a like. Make sure to sub it up. It is free. Again, 13 subs away from 10,600. I'll be back tomorrow, 7:40 Eastern, 6:40 Central for Game 3 of this series. And, of course, the conclusion of the series on Thursday. That is, I don't know, it's like 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock Eastern. I actually forgot. Shame on me, I suppose. Yeah, tomorrow at 7:40 Eastern, 6:40 Central. And then Thursday, 2:10 Eastern, 1:10 Central. So I will be here for sure. Again, tomorrow's game on ESPN. It is a nationally televised game, which is shocking to me. They're showing the start of the game. It is Logan Henderson. Really good stuff from him. As Trevor McGill will be on the mound for the Brewers, as the Pirates will try to figure him out. 2.83 ERA. Opponent batting average of 187 on the year. He has been really good. Thank you again for the sub. Thursday Night Football, yes, and I'll be doing the Hall of Fame game. If you're interested, again, it's not going to be like I won't be at my best because, again, it's not really a game that matters, but it'll be a fun stream. It'll be more of a chill NFL call. But I'm ready for the real thing again. 36 stays away. Kenny Pickett. Rally hats. There we go. Rally caps on. Appreciate you, Carl, for hanging out. Yeah, the O's, they did indeed win. That misses upstairs. Ball 1. Horwitz again 0 for 3 on the day. Struck out looking again. That's been a common theme today for these Pirates. They have been frozen by these Brewer pitchers. 1-0 count. McGill sets and delivers. That's high. 2-0. 98 on the fastball. Thank you again for the sub. Thank you again. 36 days. Yep. We have a ticker and everything, folks. It is a football channel. It is a football channel. A lot more variety with the NFL rather than my MLB coverage. The 2-0. That's a tapper to first. That is a fair ball. Tosses to McGill. Gets Horwitz for out number 1. Pirates down to their last 2 outs. All right, well, that'll bring up Speedy Gonzalez, 0 for 3 on the night. And thank you, Brian. Appreciate it. I'm looking forward to it as well. So the Pirates need 2 runs before they get 2 outs. Very unlikely, but you never know. Let's go on, Steve. Welcome on in. Yeah, I think we can. I think we can. I think we can. Maybe. We need Gonzalez to get on. We needed Horwitz to get on, but that is out of the question now. If Horwitz does get on this inning, that would imply a really good inning. Because, like I said, he's out. All right, McGill delivers. That's in there, 0-1. The Speedy Gonzalez, 96 on the fastball. Well, I'm sorry, Zach. Looks like you have to put up with it for another night. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 99 on the fastball from 96-99. That's a bummer. I am not a Longhorns fan. I do not like the... Yeah. Do not like the Longhorns. The 0-2 as Gonzalez sends this to right center field. On the run is Mitchell and Lara. And they collide, but they also make the catch. And it's actually Mitchell who does... Out number 2. Mitchell not happy. Wow, Mitchell really frustrated, I think, with Laura. We'll let them sort it out later. Yeah, he does not look happy at all. Wow. He was screaming for it. That could have been a pretty bad injury there, but he did record at the outs. Here's the pitch to Rodriguez, who pops it up. That is a foul ball. 0-1. So the Pirates down to the last outs. Rodriguez 1 for 2 with the walk. Again, his lone hits was a home run. Here's the 0-1. That's upstairs, 1-1. I did plenty of Buccaneers games last year. Like I said, I cover with the NFL. It is a lot more NFL coverage. Like, again, 3 games every Sunday, 1 Monday night game, and then Thursday. So 10 NFL teams are covered every week. So like I said, I'm like you'll get at least, worst case scenario, it's just once. Like last year's the Titans. The Titans were the only team to be featured just once. Everyone else was 2 or above. So that's downstairs 2-1. Always better day for Pirates tomorrow. Yep. Ever had a Wawa sub? I don't think so. Been to Wawa plenty of times, but never had a sub. 2-1 to Rodriguez. McGill sets, kicks, and delivers as that is popped up. It may be playable. It appears to be. Hamilton makes the catch for out number 3. The ball game is over. The Brewers tie it up. Tie up the series. 1-1. And will deny the Pirates the season series. As I'm sure many of you know, the Pirates, with a commanding season series lead, 6-2 now. Pirates just need 1 more. They will have the season series. Appreciate you seeing me. Thank you very much. 2-out Magic. Not tonight. Not tonight. Thank you again, James. Appreciate it. Slowpoke Rodriguez. Yeah, well, again, Rodriguez, and he's not really that slow. That's the only reason I haven't given him that nickname. But yeah. But I hear you, though. But again, we'll be back tomorrow, 7:40 Eastern, 6:40 Central. I'll be back. Again, the Pirates dropping to 57 and 58. The Brewers rising to 70 and 43. So congratulations. Again, the Brewers, they do have the best record in baseball. And definitely a team that we all may be potentially cheering for in the playoffs whenever they face the Brewers. Or, pardon me, the Dodgers. If they face the Dodgers, I'm sure everyone will be a Brewers fan. Thank you again for the sub. Appreciate it. 10 subs away. Hopefully hit that tomorrow. But yeah, again, really excited for the NFL season. Again, 36 days away. Appreciate it. But all right, I got a lot of work to do in order to prevent what happened earlier. I have a lot of files to clear out on my computer. Nothing crazy. Not going to be deleting emails. Yeah, bad joke. Anyway, we're going to move on. I will catch you guys later. I'll see you next time right here on the Dr. Delay Network. Again, that'll be at 7:40 Eastern, 6:40 Central. Hopefully I'll see you again. That one's on ESPN, folks. So do not, it's not going to be on MLB TV. Won't be on the Brewers TV or Pittsburgh Sportsnet. It'll be on ESPN, which is going to be crazy. So I don't know. I might see less of you guys, which is definitely it's okay. It's, again, I'm here. I'm an alternative. So yeah. Again, rights. I mean, I don't see why you're upset. Like, I genuinely don't understand why you would be upset with the trades. Like, that is... And again, I know you've been negative, but I like you anyway. But to be honest, if you're mad about the trades, that is just idiotic. Because it would just... You're trading away people that would help the Pirates go 70 and 92 in 2029, 2030. So why not give those guys up for a chance to at least have a decent end to the year? But no, that's... Yeah, if you're mad about the trades, that is just... That is... Yeah, it's just not good. Anyway, I will catch you guys later. You guys all have a great rest of your night. And I'll see you next time right here on the Dr. Lay Sports Network. We'll take you out and, of course, hopefully have someone to redirect to. Peace and goodbye.
Scoreboard glowing through the summer haze. Crowd still buzzing from the final play. Some teams celebrate, some walk away. But tomorrow brings another game. Fastballs under the city lights. Late night drives and highlight nights. Every inning tells a story new, and we got to live it here with you. One last inning before the lights go low. Another baseball night in the books now. From coast to coast, every team, every town. Dr. Delay signing off for now. From the Bronx to the Western Coast, Chicago Knights and St. Louis Hopes, Dodger Blue and Pittsburgh Gold. Every season writes its soul. Seattle rain and Texas heat, Atlanta crowds on their feet. 30 teams chasing October dreams. Baseball means more than it seems. Yeah. By the river shine, PNC lights look good at night. Win or lose, we still believe that one great season waits ahead. Commanding spirit in the air, every summer still feels there. And when the final out fades away, we'll see you next time on Dr. Delay. One last inning before the lights go low. Another baseball night in the books now. Thanks for riding with us through every play. Good night from Dr. Delay. One last. One last.
No, stop! What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?